Hello everyone, welcome to this week's weekly recap from January 27 through January 31. Let's go! And coming down to the Wednesdays, the first thing we do is we try to help Sid get a robot body, in which result to us getting the telekinesis power. After that, we actually find out of the Enter the Dominatrix was not finished last time, so we continued to that one. Pretty much what ended up, we had to go to the sex club, where we meet this guy Zemos with a auto-tune voice. Anyways, we had to work it face the Dom. We had the furry animal chase those furry things or whatever, and with the luck of back into the cages with the telekinesis power. After that, we head into a race versus him, and we actually get to beat the Dominatrix this time for reals, with the help of some dinosaur people. After that, we went for clearing some flashpoints, the towers, bunch of activities, got a bunch of clusters to upgrade our powers. Followed up by the Mad Miller rescue mission with a Tron tank and bike. After that, we did free him, and actually that's where we ended up and decided to save him later. And coming down to the Thursdays, we start off with doing a bunch of activities, collect some clusters, for example to upgrade our powers. After that, we decide to pick up Matt on where we have left off yesterday, where we control this giant robot, followed up by a flying ship segment, which completed our mission for that. After that, we did another mission and we locked Super Homie Nat. After that, we do some nightmare simulations for Shandi, which includes her young Shandi about her nightmare or whatever. After that, we get Pierce, whose nightmare is like some giant canvas. Then followed up by Asha, which greatest fear apparently is an evil meek. And for some reason, after that, we get King, with his former problem with Tonya from, if you remember, from one of the earlier Saints Row games. And this achieves unlocking all my former crew as homies. And that's where we ended up on the Thursdays. And coming down to the Fridays, what we first start to do is unlocking a bunch of super homies, which start off with Pierce and the sing-along driving mission, Asha with the MI6 bodyguard mission. After that, we did a lot, and I mean a lot of activities, including unlocking all the towers, getting a shit ton of clusters, getting hacks, getting virus thingies, whatnot, all for the later purposes of the optional missions. We ended off the stream with the Ben King mission to unlock his super homie, where we had to be a sexy dancer minigame for some apparent reason, followed up by killing Tonya. And that all said, my friends, this is the Fridays. Let's move on. And coming down to the Retro Saturdays, we finally start off with a new game once again, and also once again by Rare. What we started was Starfox Adventures for the GameCube, with the first day is of course the Crystal tutorial whole mission thing, where you get learned everything like what buttons is whatnot. After that, we switch down to Fox, who heads to dinosaur planets because of his mission. First thing we get, of course, is the staff, followed by a fireable upgrade, which we unlock the door with, and we find the Queen of the Dinosaurs. After that, she wants us to save Tricky, her son, which is in Ice Mountain. Before we can get there though, we need a rock candy, which we had to buy for 10 scarabs, and then we go to the Warp Stone, who warps us to Ice Mountain. This is where we see Tricky being bullied by a few other dinosaurs, and they quickly chase off, where we have to chase him off with the snow scooter race, pass him, which took us a couple of tries, and then we find Tricky, who joins our team. Then pretty much it's another tutorial on how his powers work and whatnot, and we find an upgrade for the staff, which upgrades the energy and actually double it. After that, we do a few other little small things that were worthy mentioned, and we head back to Thornvale, where we return him to his mother. And then we find out we have to heal her by finding some white mushrooms. After that, we pretty much farm a shit ton of scarabs, buy all the possible items from the store, and we go down to this sacred area, where we also get the rocket boost upgrade, which allows us to go a little bit up with a certain little panel. After that, we get all the 6 white mushrooms, where we heal the queen with. And that's where we learn about all the spell stones and whatnot, and we get sent to Dark Eyes Mines. We explore it a bit through, and Tricky learns his flame brief, and we have to help out this mammoth by feeding him a couple of the roots like we did before, and he rewrite him to the next on the areas. And that's where we end up on the Saturdays. From now on, coming to the Sundays, every Sunday will be Sunday Skyrim, and I will be completely modding it to hell, which includes mods like killing children, killing essential NPCs, which will probably make all my quests absolute hell. So, what I started off with is a bunch of mods, including elemental dragons and deadly dragons, testing it out by spawning like 15 dragons and see if it will crash my game. It has failed to not crash my game, so I'm very happy about that. Nonetheless, pretty much the entire day consisted of testing mods and whatnot. For a complete list of mods of what I will be using, check down in the links below. If you would like to suggest a mod, feel free to do so in the comment section below, because I love myself some good mods. And as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this week's weekly recap. If you liked the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Would you like to see more, would you want to see more, hit up that subscribe button. If you want to see last week's recap, click down on the video down below. And if you'd like to see me live sometimes, hit up that Twitch thing on the left. And as always, follow my channel to get a notification when I go live. I hope Skyrim is going to be a huge success because Skyrim is freaking awesome. But nonetheless, my friends, this is Ratkanos, and I'm out. And I'll see you guys in next week's recap.